Wow, we've officially hit a new low of society, man. As if things couldn't get any worse, we now have a content house ran by OF models. That's genuinely insane. Like, our generation is so cooked. I've officially come to the conclusion that I don't belong in this generation. I don't even belong in this timeline. Whatever odd timeline this is, I need to be pruned out of here. I am so far away from home because so many times I've had to ask myself, how did we get here as a society? And each time I ask myself this, I always think it can't get any worse than this until someone does something crazier. Literally not too long ago, we had someone go viral for getting ran through by 100 guys in 24 hours.
I'm Lily Paulette, and today I'm getting ran through by 100 guys.
Like, that is actually insane. That is one of the things that I thought we could never reach as a society. And apparently now we have a house dedicated to promoting D1 gooners?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I feel like we're all witnessing a contest in real time of how bad our generation can really get. And if we're starting off like this, boy, am I not excited to see what this year has in store for us. And when it comes to the regression of our society in general, best believe that these OF girls are dropping generational numbers. At this point, I think most of us are familiar with Sophia Rain. You know, the OF model that made 43 million in 1 year off of OnlyFans. She's essentially the genius behind this Bop House idea. And she has decided to recruit basically an all-star team of OF models that are arguably more or less the face of OnlyFans. And they've all come together to be like this super team in the OnlyFans community, like sort of the Avengers of OnlyFans. I don't even know if that makes sense. I guess only a top tier gooner would know. But the point is they all come together in one house to promote OF content. Kind of like 2017 YouTube with everybody in their content houses like Jake Paul's Team 10, the FaZe House, the Sway House, the Sidemen House. I mean, you get the idea.
Fishy, fishy.
But the problem with this is that all these other creators with content houses actually made content. But whether their content was good or bad, one thing we could all understand is that they came together to promote each other by dedicating time, effort, hard work, and shared creativity to produce something entertaining for their audience. And last time I checked, none of that applies to OnlyFans because you need just about 0 skills to be an OF model. So that really raises an important question. Like, what kind of content could you be possibly making that you need a content house? And what target audience is this terrible content for? Like, dog, nobody asked for a Bop House.
Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Espera, eles não te amam como eu te amo. Time start. Wala kanya gigo kung sama sa sanggo ko mo. Espera, io non te amo come io te amo.
Aspetta un attimo, loro non ti amano come ti amo io.
Like, yo, what am I looking at? In what world would this be considered any type of content? Maybe I might be wrong because this video has 10.4 thousand likes in only 2 days of posting it. But upon watching the video, I damn near upped the switch on myself. Anyways, my point still remains the same and finding it difficult as to how this is even a thing. If you're gonna be shooting videos as pointless and as easy to make as this, why do you need a content house for it? Because it's not like I could point to one talented person in this content house. People usually come together in the content space to collaborate because everybody has some type of talent. Everybody has some type of unique skill to them that they can all bring to the team. These girls are not the 2016 Golden State Warriors. They have no type of uniqueness to their game. They all do the same thing. And the only different thing that one can argue is that they all offer different bodies.
What do you mean by that?
For the next 10 seconds, could you tell me off the top of your head 5 valuable skills that OF models have in producing great content? No, I couldn't come up with one either. I think the situation even gets worse once we start to understand that the incompetence of some of these OF models stretches beyond this terrible collaboration. Like, there is literally an OF model that relies on her little brother to promote and market her OnlyFans content to people.
We're back.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Anyways, all that studying. For what?
We just started. We just started.
Oh, come back. I have a question to ask. No, come back. I have a question to ask. As I said, all that studying for what?
Dude, I'm honestly like, I'm so sick of these comments because it's like, I chose to do this. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I am, like, beyond this, I'm well-rounded, I'm educated. Half of the that I do is because I choose to do it.
The video itself is obviously very scripted, but the concept behind this is one of the craziest works known to man. Exploiting a close and trusted relationship with your little sibling and having him be the center of marketing for something most would even argue he's not supposed to be exposed to is insane work. Out of all the ways you could have possibly promoted your content, you decided to use your little brother. It wasn't enough disgracing your whole lineage by being an OF model. You had to put your little brother in a position where he now has to face a world that knows that he's associated with you. This guy is a 14-year-old at max. How does he even handle this?
So there's this one kid, I'm not gonna mention names, he is obsessed with you. Every time I'm on the bus, he takes his phone and he goes, oh look, it's your sister. You know, and he goes like this, oh look at this. And they ask me, is it pink? I just tell them, pay for it and find out.
I mean, that is nothing short of insanity. I really feel bad for this kid, especially for the fact that this guy hasn't even been through high school yet. That is guaranteed to be the worst 4 years of his life because everybody knows his sister does OnlyFans. And even if by some miraculous chance he doesn't get bullied at all, knowing that people could conveniently pull out explicit photos of your sister is just insane. Being known at school or the rest of your life as the guy whose sister does OnlyFans is just really brutal. Anyways, my biggest thing with this Bop House, besides everybody being so useless promoting useless content all in one space, is the inevitability of a breakup due to things not working out. Now don't get me wrong, I want these guys out of here as much as the next person does. I do not want to live in a society dominated by OF models and D1 gooning all-stars, but this is just my final point as to why the whole Bop House thing is useless in the first place. The idea of permanently moving into a house with people that you do not really know just because you share something in common with them is like a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. I still don't understand how people don't learn. The most successful content houses like the Sidemen House and RDC remain successful because these are people who had relationships far before they even started the content houses together. All the members from both content houses have been friends since they were kids, and they definitely know how to handle disagreements without it being any drama or it exploding in the face of social media. I'm sure I speak for most sensible people when I say that we don't want to see a Bop House meltdown on social media. With everything going on at the start of this new year, the Bop House meltdown on social media is about the last thing I'd want to see. But overall, this whole thing is kind of sad because it kind of gives you the idea of what is being promoted in our society today. There are so many talented people who are up and coming and they're trying to get their traction through social media and they don't even get any type of exposure. For example, there's this artist named Flawed Mangoes. Most of y'all might know him by now, but if you're not familiar with him, he's this artist that creates melodies that are so good that the surrealness of the music that he creates forces your brain to unlock great memories of the past that you didn't even think that you were capable of remembering. Now, I'm sure that we can all agree that he's better than a bunch of useless bops. Playing a guitar in the first place takes an incredible amount of talent to do, but playing it like that is just simply amazing. And I could go on all day about this guy's talents and how amazing he is, but I think a really wholesome reaction with one of the biggest creators on the platform does his talent more justice.
Do you know what this is? Yes, I know what this is. But do you know who this is? Wait. Wait! No. Wait! Nah, no way. Oh my gosh! It's him! It's you? Yeah.
And when I tell you that this guy has been grinding for years for his exposure and it literally took only a month for the Bop House to surpass him in Instagram followers, it's crazy to think how much we've regressed as a society, that there are certain things that we now promote over talent and creativity. Like, how did we even get to a point where we no longer even look to promote people who have real talent? There's so many people with so much talent and creativity whose prayers are to be exposed. Countless amounts of people who grind so hard, are perseverant, and are dedicated to their craft in hopes of being recognized one day. Things just aren't the same anymore. We no longer make the right people famous anymore. And the constant promotion of degeneracy is the sad reality we now live in. Anyways, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your opinion down in the comments below. And do subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this.